Welcome to How to Create a Free Blog on WordPress.com. My name is Leanne Bremer, and I am the Director of Communications for GPN. Today, I'd like to show you some very simple steps on how you can get started absolutely free and blogging before the end of the day. The first thing you're going to want to do is log into WordPress.com in your browser. Don't be confused with WordPress.org. Different site altogether with different capabilities. Please go to WordPress.com. First thing you're going to want to do is create a WordPress.com sign-in. If you already have one, you can go to the top of the page and log in here, or click on the Sign Up Now button. It will take you to a very typical sign-up page. This is usually what you see on the internet. The first step is to create your blog address. I recommend you just use your first and last name for right now. You will be able to change this at a later date. Create a username. This username will be shown if you want it to be, so you could make it something like GPN proponent Marge Simpson or whatever you want to make it, but just make sure that it's a unique username. Also, you're going to want to create a safe password and confirm the password here. Enter an email address that you access, because if you ever need to reset your password or get other information, your WordPress site is going to need an email address that you actually use. When you scroll to the bottom of the login page, WordPress is going to try to sell you a paid subscription. Don't do that now. You don't need that right this minute. Just go ahead and create the free blog by clicking on Create Free Blog. I'm going to switch now to the live page so that you can see what this looks like. I've logged into my WordPress.com page, and you can see it shows my username up here at the top right, and I can manage my blogs from right here, or I can sign out. It also very nicely shows me my two blogs that are here. Two blogs, you say? Well, actually, you can create as many blogs as you wish right here on WordPress.com, all at no charge to you. The benefits to having more than one blog would be if you blog about different topics. If you blog about your kid learning to walk, that might need to be on a family-centered blog rather than the one you use for your professional marketing business. For our purposes today, we'll be working on the GPN demo blog, which I can select right here by just clicking on the link. I'm going to have two windows open for your information. One that has the live site, and the one over here will be, well, I'm going to do it on here. I'm going to show the dashboard so you can see how we fix things and how we create things. So this is what our blog looks like live right now. I want to take you on a tour of what the live page looks like. The first thing you see is what we call the header. This gives us the name of the blog and also a tagline, which you can change, and I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. Most blogs are very similarly put together. There is a sidebar with your navigation links, and then the main content in the middle of the page. Also up here, we have the different pages in this site. Please remember that when you create a blog on WordPress.com, even though it is free and it seems like it's too good to be true, it's going to get better and better, because in reality you can create a free website as well with pages, with all kinds of goodies on there that you can use to market your business. This is the most current post. It appears at the top of the page. This is a link to the page with the entire blog post. Shows you when it was posted, who posted it, and it also shows you how it is categorized and how it is tagged. And we will talk about categories and tags in just a moment. So the first thing I'd like to do is show you how to change the look and feel of your blog, because that is super easy to do. So we're going to go to our dashboard, which is always accessible when you've logged in at the top left by selecting dashboard, but I'm just going to go to my page where I have the dashboard open. Now I will give you a tour of the dashboard. Your WordPress dashboard gives you everything that you need to be able to create the blog that you want. Think of it as your back office. It is your direct interface to making changes to your live site. So in the middle here, we have the standard dashboard. You can change that by going to screen options right here and choosing what you want to be displayed. I will be perfectly honest with you, I rarely use anything in the middle of the page here. All of the things we're going to talk about are on the left-hand side here. This top box, the home box, we are not going to talk about. This is particular to WordPress.com, and it just gives you your activities throughout the WordPress.com site. The second link here is to the WordPress store, where you can purchase upgrades and themes that cost actual money. Here is where you enter your posts. We'll be going over that in a minute. This is where you add media like your pictures, your music, or videos. We'll also go over that. We're going to talk about how to create pages on your website and how simple this is and how to structure them so that you can have pages and subpages. But we're going to start first with the appearance, because everyone wants their blog to reflect who they are and to look just the way they want. In WordPress, you change the look and feel of your website by choosing a theme. So we're going to click on Themes right now, and this will bring up our library of WordPress themes. WordPress literally has millions of themes that you can choose from depending on what you want your site to look like. There are free themes and there are premium or themes that you pay for. Trust me when I say you're going to find everything you could possibly want with the free themes. So as you see, we're browsing themes. It'll tell you if it's a premium theme. See, this one's $50. But unless you need specific bells and whistles for what you're publishing about, stick with a free one. It really is they're very powerful, and they're going to give you everything that you need. So I'm looking here to find, oh, here's one, Sundance. I used to live in Utah. That looks like it would be a simple and professional looking theme. So I'm going to click on Activate It. As that's working, I'm going to go to my live page and I'll refresh it so that we can see just how easy it is to give your blog a new look and feel. And there it is, our new look and feel of our blog. And if you don't like it, just go back to your dashboard, pick a new theme, and off you go. But for our purposes right now, we're going to stick with this one. This shows you the posts that you've already published so you can edit them at any time. And here you see the list of all of your various posts. So my summer plans is the one we just did. I'm going to just click on Edit. As we said, people enjoy the visual aspects of blogs, so feel free to use images. Feel free to make your text interesting. And I'm going to show you just a couple of things in this section. In order to add a picture, it's very simple. Just click where you'd like the picture to appear in your blog. And then notice these three icons here at the top. This first icon allows us to add media. Media includes not only images, but also videos, music, anything like that. This next one enables you to add a poll to ask questions of your readers. And the final one enables you to add a custom form. We will not be discussing those last two, but feel free to play with them and see if you can get some fun things going. But we are going to add a picture. So I'm going to click on that little camera music icon, and it opens a new window called Add Media. You have three options here at the top where you can add media. You can add it from your computer, from a URL, and really the only instance where that would work is if you were embedding a YouTube video. And then this final link up here enables you to view your entire media library of all the images and music and things that you've uploaded. And that, see, I just clicked on that, and that shows all the images that I've uploaded. Because once you've uploaded an image to your server, you can use it in any blog post. In fact, you could use the same image in every single blog post. It doesn't matter. But we're going to upload a new image from our computer. So we go to this first tab from the computer. I click on Select Files, and I've already got this to open to my picture. And my summer plans, let's see, I'm going to take a picture of, I'm going to grab that cute little picture of the little turtle. We're going to add an image to that blog post just to make it look a little bit better. On your dashboard, you're going to go on the left side, and you're going to go to Posts and select All Posts. This shows you the posts that you've already published, so you can edit them at any time. And here you see the list of all of your various posts. So my summer plans is the one we just did. I'm going to just click on Edit. As we said, people enjoy the visual aspects of blogs, so feel free to use images. Feel free to make your text interesting. And I'm going to show you just a couple of things in this section. In order to add a picture, it's very simple. Just click where you'd like the picture to appear in your blog. And then notice these three icons here at the top. This first icon allows us to add media. Media includes not only images, but also videos, music, anything like that. This next one enables you to add a poll to ask questions of your readers. And the final one enables you to add a custom form. We will not be discussing those last two, but feel free to play with them and see if you can get some fun things going. But we are going to add a picture. So I'm going to click on that little camera music icon, and it opens a new window called Add Media. You have three options here at the top where you can add media. You can add it from your computer, from a URL, and really the only instance where that would work is if you were embedding a YouTube video. And then this final link up here enables you to view your entire media library of all the images and music and things that you've uploaded. And that, see, I just clicked on that, and that shows all the images that I've uploaded. Because once you've uploaded an image to your server, you can use it in any blog post. In fact, you could use the same image in every single blog post. It doesn't matter. But we're going to upload a new image from our computer. So we go to this first tab from the computer. I click on Select Files, and I've already got this to open to my picture. And my summer plans, let's see, I'm going to take a picture of, I'm going to grab that cute little picture of the little turtle, because everyone should have little turtles in their summer plans. So after this, you see how quickly this uploads. It's awesome. It'll give you the following information. It tells you what the file name was, and you can change that title. And so we're going to call this Tiny Turtle. And Tiny Turtle here, I'll show you what the alt text does. This is a cool little thing. Once this is published, if I were to scroll over the picture, it would say Tiny Turtle underneath it. I can also give it a caption, My Tiny Turtle, and a description if I want. This gives me the link where the image is located on my server, and I can choose, how do I want this image to show up in my post? Do I want it with no alignment at all? Do I want it aligned to the left, in the center, or the right? And then what size do I want it? I'm going to go ahead and insert a medium-sized image, and then I just insert it into the post. You see my caption showed up there. Now I'm going to update this post, and I'm going to show you how all those other things work. I'll go to my live site, and I will refresh the page. And there is my tiny turtle. Notice when I scroll over it, my alt text shows there that it's Tiny Turtle, and I have my caption. And that, to me, just makes this a lot more interesting. There are other things you can do to make your text interesting. You can bold text just by highlighting it and selecting bold over here. You can italicize text. You can change the size of your paragraph text. For example, you can do a heading here if you wanted to, which would make it very big, but we don't like that. And if you have a super long blog post, and in fact I'll add some more in here to make this super long, you may want to make it so that it doesn't all show up at on the page at the same time. Remember, as someone lands on your blog, they're going to see your first post top. And if it's a super long post like this one is now, they would take a lot of scrolling to get to the bottom. Well, there's a way to fix that. Here on your little dashboard in your post edit section, you have this interesting two rectangles next to each other. That enables you to add a read more tag. So for example, if I wanted them to only see this much of my post on the home page, I could click on that, and it adds a dividing line that tells the reader they can read more. So let me show you what that looks like, because it does clean up your page quite a bit to do it this way. So here's our website, and you can see when I get to the bottom of the second paragraph, it says continue reading. So the whole blog post is not here on your home page, but instead is on the whole second page there. So that makes it nice and easy for you. Another tip here is if you compose your blog posts in Word. Word has a tendency to add all these weird codes that can really screw up the way your blog post looks. So for sure, write your post in Word, copy it, and then select this cute little button here that says Paste from Word. If you click on that, it pulls open a screen where you can just paste your text and then you can insert it. And that takes out all of the weird codes from Word. The next part of the blog training I'd like to go over is how to create pages. Remember I said earlier that getting an account on WordPress.com is not just about getting a blog. You can actually create an entire website, and so your site can have as many pages as you want. In this example, you see right under the name of the blog, we have Home Page, an About page, My Products page, Welcome to My Site page, and you also notice when we were clicked on the About that there is a sub-page called All My Pictures. Let me show you how to add a page. It's very simple, just like adding a new post. Let me update that so I don't screw that up. And I'll go to my pages. In the sidebar, you'll notice on the left again, we have the pages. Let's go to add a new page. This is going to look really familiar to you because it's almost exactly the same interface as when you added a post, only here it says add a new page. So we have the product page. I'm going to create a page that's one of our products. So this is my Forever Young product. I don't know what that does, except I sure want it to make me forever young. But remember, I already have the My Products page. And if you had 7 different products, you wouldn't necessarily want them all to go streaming out across the page. I want to make it come under the page My Product, and this is super easy to do. So you can just add your text here, just like you did on all of your other pages and posts. It's very simple. Then notice over here on the right we have page attributes. If we wanted this page to be right across the top, we would say no parent. And that's perfect. That's exactly how you're going to do most of your pages. But we already said we want this to be a sub-page of My Products. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to find My Products, and it sets it up. The parent to this page is My Products, and I have a default template. No, let's do a full width page just so I can give you an idea of what that looks like. And this will show first. I'm going to publish this, and let me show you what that looks like on the live blog. I'm going to refresh my page. By default, it always goes to the home page. And then we go My Products, and you see underneath there, oh, look, it's my Forever Young product. And I can click on the page. Oh, notice how this is different. Let me go back to my page. Notice this has a sidebar here, and the main content is here. But if you recall, on this Forever Young product page, I said, no, I'm going to use the full width page, which takes off the sidebar. So let me show you what that looks like again. No sidebar. Voila! So you can see how easy it is to create pages just like you do blog posts. And so in our pages dashboard, we have all pages where we can see a list of all the pages that we have published in the event you want to edit something. Notice that if it has the dash in front of it, that indicates that it is a sub-page of this page. Here's My Products. Forever Young product is a sub-page. So you can always do that. You can add a new page. You can copy a page if you need to, or clone it so that you just need to make a few tweaks. You don't have to start from scratch on that. So I just wanted to show you a little bit about how you can make changes to your pages. Once again, the screen where you go looks very much like you're at a post page, and you can change your your page attributes by indicating whether you want the page to be a top of the line page, meaning at the top of the list hierarchy, or if you want it to be attached to another page, and you can nest them as deeply as you wish. You can also change the template to be full page if you don't want a sidebar on that page. So that enables you to create a full website, and you can create a contact page, you can create a page about your philosophy, anything you can imagine, and you can always get your ideas about blog pages from looking at other blogs that you read and that you admire. Now that we've changed the look of the blog, I'm going to show you some other things on the dashboard that you can do. With each blog, each blog theme, because they are so powerful, you can customize things on there. We won't go over that right now, but just know that these are all options that you can work with to change the look and feel of your theme. It is not uncommon for a theme to have several color options or text font options. So your ability to customize a WordPress website is truly unlimited. Let me also talk to you a little bit about general settings. If you scroll down to the very bottom, we have settings, and when you hit that, you see you have many different options to choose one. The one I want you to look at is this general, because this is where you can change the name of the blog. As you see now, we're calling this the GPN demo blog, but I don't want to call it that anymore. I'm going to call it the GPN training blog, and I'm going to change my tagline to say, learning can be fun. There are other things you can change here. Your email address, where notifications are sent. For example, when you get a comment on a post, you're going to want to know about it. And so you need an email address there that you check frequently. You can change your time zone. You can change the way your date and time is displayed, what day the week starts on, etc. But I'm going to save those changes. Remember, we just changed the name of our blog and the tagline. I'm going to show you how easy that is to just show up. Here's our site again, GPN training blog, and there's our tagline over here, learning can be fun. Note that when you change the name of your blog, it does not change the name of your URL up here or the address that someone would type in. You can change that, but I would recommend that you stay with what you originally started with, because you're going to run into a situation if you wanted to call this like marketing for free. Somebody else may have already taken that name. But you can have a zillion blogs that are called My Blog. Let's go back to the dashboard. It's time to do our first post. So let's click here and go to on the sideboard where it says Posts and Add New. And you're going to see how super easy this is to add a new post. WordPress will bring us into a whole new window where we can add our text, our title, and we can make all kinds of fancy changes to it, like bolding or italicizing or adding a link. We can change our alignment. It's very much like you would in Word. So I'm going to grab some text really quick. This is just some Latin placeholder text, and I'm going to add it into our blog. And I'm going to call this post My Summer Plans. And I've read this through. I'm pretty happy about it. I'm going to publish it. This is absolutely push and play. So I'm going to refresh my live page. See my new blog post up at the top. My summer plans, and there it is. But as you can see, that is a pretty darn boring looking blog post. I would not be enchanted reading this. So let's make it a little bit more appealing to everyone we know. Another aspect of your posts is how you categorize them and sort them for your readers. Let me show you an example on our live site. We noticed that on the sidebar you have a widget here on the side that talks about your categories. This makes it very easy for someone visiting your site to read all of the posts in a certain category. For example, if I wanted to do research on business writing about network marketing, I might go to someone's website. But if they write about all kinds of things, that would be hard for me to find just the article I wanted. So I can go to the categories. Let me show you how to add a category to your blog post. In the window where you created your post, on the right side we have another dashboard. Up at the top is where we publish it. We can change the format, which you don't need to worry about, and we have our categories. I've created two categories called Business Ideas and Business Writing, but this is about my summer plans, so I need to create a new category. Very simply, I can do this down here by clicking Add a New Category. And I'm going to call this category Personal Information. Not a very exciting name, but it'll get the idea. Notice that my default category is uncategorized. I can uncheck that so that it doesn't show up. The other thing I can do is in my sidebar I can go to categories and I can rename that so that it becomes a useful name instead of uncategorized. But for right now I'm just going to uncheck it. Give my category Personalized Information. There's one other aspect to categorizing your blog posts I'd like to talk to you about, and that is called tagging. Tagging gives you even more ability to drill down and be very specific as to what this is. I categorized it under personal information, but I'm writing about turtles, summer, vacation, family. Those are just some ideas of some tags, and I'm going to add those to my post. And now I'm going to update my post, and I'll show you how this shows up on your page so that people know a little bit better about what writing about and how to find your information. So here's our post again. We have our cute little turtle, and if I scroll to the bottom, let me refresh so that it shows what we're looking at. There we go. At the bottom of this post, it says the category it's posted in, which is personal information. Notice that this is a link. That means if someone landed on your blog and they wanted to read all of your posts that were in the category of personal information, they could click on that and WordPress would return all of those blog posts. And I also have all my tags here, which are also links. So this makes it super easy for somebody coming to your website and looking at the blog posts that specifically have to do with what they're doing research on. The final thing I'd like to point out to you in our webinar today is all the additional resources that are available to you online. The first place I would start is youtube.com. As you can see, I did a search on WordPress tutorials for beginners, and I probably brought up about 5,000 videos. So this is available to you. You can even narrow it down if you want to learn about a specific topic. That's a great place to start. Another thing you can do is just Google search WordPress how-to. This brought up probably 50,000 results. And you can be a little less general and more specific to find out exactly how to do what you want to do. And then, of course, if you're wondering, why do I need a blog if I'm a marketer? You can Google, why have a blog for marketers? I found many different articles discussing reasons why having a blog is important for every marketer, and it also gives you great ideas on what to blog about. So in conclusion, let me just say if you have any questions about what we covered on here or you've run into something that doesn't make sense to you, please don't hesitate to email me. I'm easily found at lbremer@gpncenter.com. I'm also available on Skype at leanne.bremer. Thanks for your time today, and I hope this gave you some good insight and some easy steps for you to get started blogging today.